Well, Quebec wants to raise the minimum age for buying and possessing pot. Right now, it's at 18 years of age, but the premier designate wants to make it 21. That's not going over well with the prime minister. Justin Trudeau argues that gap could leave a market for organized crime.
If we raise beyond 18 or 19 the legal age of consumption, we could be facilitating a segment of market that would be only therefore served by the illegal market, by the black market, by criminal organizations.
So we are now just 4 days away from recreational marijuana being legal across the country. On October 17th, Canadians will be able to purchase pot, and there are already concerns over whether suppliers are ready to meet the demand. Amidst the anticipation, many are asking what role technology will play after legalization. So for more on that, we turn to our tech panel. Sara Stockdale is a technology consultant at Stockdale Consulting, who consulted with a lot and their business in cannabis, just full disclosure there. And Nicole Verkindt is founder and CEO of OMX. She's also a dragon on Next Gen Den. Hello to you both. Thank you for being with us.
Hi.
All right, so gearing up towards October 17th, there's a lot of questions about what role technology will play. So what do you think, Nicole, we'll start with you, is the impact of technology on the legalization of cannabis in terms of distribution? Because we know a lot of actually, like concrete stores aren't quite prepared yet, right? So most of it is going to be online.
Yeah, absolutely. And it allows, there's going to be $1 billion business when we all wake up October 17th, which is pretty unprecedented. So this is a lot of scale, a lot of scope, a lot of people who are going to want to be accessing this. I thought it was really smart. The Ontario government went with Shopify, an existing company that knows how to scale, that knows how to handle the volume. The questions that I have is, up until today, there's been this entire black market operating online and being very efficient about getting marijuana and cannabis to people directly to their homes. And I've even seen ads coming up saying there's a legalization sale happening in our illegal business. So let me just get this straight. They were illegally selling something that was completely illegal, an illegal product, and now they're going to be illegally selling a legal product after the legalization day. So we can't forget that there is going to be competition even against these online stores that the government is launching.
And so it's interesting then, Sarah, if we've got a business that already sort of existed online, obviously this is going to be on a much larger scale once we hit that October 17th day. So what do you anticipate these platforms will be doing differently to, I guess, sort of be able to handle that increase in business and the huge changes that we'll see once it does become legalized?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Shopify specifically is uniquely qualified to handle this challenge. They launch a Kylie Jenner lip kit, every week. So they've seen massive volume. They understand what that looks like. I'm really interested and concerned about the supply side. So we know that, the technology that the Ontario government has chosen is set up to handle, the load on the servers, but are we going to have enough supply to meet that demand? And are Canadians going to be waiting a really long time to receive those shipments when they're used to Amazon? They're used to, stuff coming to your door in 24 hours. They're waiting 1 to 2 weeks. Will they turn to the black market?
Right. And I don't want to forget, too, the role that technology will play in terms of the usage, too. And there's all sort of tech gadgets and whatnot to do with the industry. So I want to get both of your takes on your favorite tech tools with cannabis. Nicole, we'll start with you.
So there's a lot of sort of kitschy things that are out there that are all kind of cute. I have no stake in the cannabis industry. I haven't been involved in it at all because I actually believe the opposite. I think there's a lot of supply. I think it's called weed for a reason. It grows like a weed. I think we can increase the supply very quickly. In a commodity market where the government wholesales and chooses the price, which is quite low right now, I would rather be selling cranes to the commodity business than actually selling the commodity. So in that case, my favorite business is a business like an Ample Organics, seed to sale software company that helps you. I mean, I guess I'm biased. That's what my company actually does. It's helping the internal management of a large organization. So those are the kind of tech solutions I like. It's something that's servicing the industry as something required to run their business.
Okay. And what about you?
I think on the brand side, there's a lot of really interesting technology coming, bringing smoking pot out of the 70s. So there's really interesting vape technology. Alaire and Green Tank are two of my favorite. They produce really beautiful, elegant, and discreet solutions for smoking. So if you want to, consume legally, you can take it out of your purse. It looks like a silver pen, nice and, beautiful and discreet.
And I did want to also ask another question in terms of privacy, and we don't have much time left for this, so I'll get both of you to respond if we can in 30 seconds. There are some concerns from people, from users, about whether or not they're buying it online and, their information is compromised, that's made public, etc., because it is something, that they would like privacy with, and we've seen breaches before, and we're going to talk about them soon. So, what do you have to say about how these online businesses will have to make sure that things are really up to snuff on that front? Nicole, you, and then we'll go to you, Sarah.
The cyber, it's an arms race right now. And we keep having more and more data breaches. So if you don't want Uncle Sam to know that you are smoking cannabis, then maybe the online road isn't the right one. I love technology. We've taken lots of steps to make sure that security's there in my own company, but there's a lot of data breaches and there's a lot of potential holes there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me personally, I would want to know where the servers are kept. So if the servers are in Canada where cannabis is legal or will be legal on the 17th, that would make me feel a lot more comfortable than if those servers are stored in the US where that data could be accessed by American organizations in a country where cannabis isn't legal.
Yeah.
All right, and speaking of security breaches, we're going to move on to our next topic now. Facebook announced yesterday that fewer people were, in fact, impacted than originally thought by the recent security breach. That originally they said it was 30 million, or they said it was 50 million, then that was down to 30 million. But we know more now also about what privacy was breached. And it's possible that credit card information, recent messages, conversations, etc., could have been compromised. Location history, personal contact info. So Nicole, we'll start with you on this. In terms of the impact, sure, they're saying it's fewer people that were affected by it all. Does it really make a difference?
It does. And all of these online platforms, they trade on trust. It's all about trust. We all know that. Yeah. And so the minute that trust is starting to be broken, then it could really destroy the company. So it really is the most important thing. But like we said, there's going to be more and more data breaches. There's going to be more and more privacy concerns. These hackers are getting really good. And so it's kind of the new normal.
And in terms of also, the information that was taken, how vital is that? Initially, they had just said it's the tokens for the view as a feature on Facebook, but now it appears there's a little bit more. How does that impact consumers, and what does that say about the security, the trust factor with Facebook?
Yep, absolutely. And Facebook, really, they trade on data. They need your personal information to operate their advertising model. We know that now this data, this big leak has leaked, the last 10 places you checked in. So your location data, where you actually are, your phone number, your email address, your full name. And users are already a little bit, kind of wary of Facebook from data breaches in the past. They're launching this video technology tool, FB Portal, that will sit in your house and has AI technology that can follow you around. I wouldn't myself trust Facebook with even more of my personal data.
You agree, Nicole? Would you trust Facebook?
I think none of us are going to stop using these platforms when this happens, though. We can all say that we're not going to, but I'm going to log into Gmail and use Google, and I know that Google, because I don't pay for it, I am the product, and my data is the product. I know that, but I just keep doing it anyways, and I don't think I'm abnormal. I think most people are like me, and they continue to use Facebook, and I mean, who really out there is going to care about the last 10 locations I checked in? If I checked in, then I kind of want to tell everyone anyways. So you kind of got to think about how important the information really is. I mean, credit card, that's kind of different, but I don't think the behavior is going to change that much as we see these breaches.
All right. Well, thank you to both of you for weighing in on these topics. Of course, we know that we would love more time to talk and to chat about this. But again, our thank you to Sara Stockdale, who is a technology consultant at Stockdale Consulting, and Nicole Verkindt, who is the founder and CEO of OMX. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.